what's up? My name is Terumi. I've been teaching Japanese for 7 years every day. I love teaching Japanese, but I love more actually train the people because, learning Japanese, one of the most difficult language in the world. And maybe being doctor is even easier than learning Japanese. If you go to the States, there are a lot of actually doctors, but it's not actually really many people can speak Japanese, which means maybe learning Japanese is harder than being doctor. So such a actually difficult things you are trying. Congratulations. But it is very difficult. You feel like you're not making progress. Maybe you feel like you are not remembering enough. You're forgetting every day. You're not understanding. There are a lot of problems. And if you have a problem, yes, you can't achieve this one of the most difficult things. So in order to make your progress amazingly, we definitely need a strategy. Because this kind of impossible things, learning Japanese can be impossible things. Much harder than being doctor. But if you have a strategy, you can do this. Because I am native Japanese, being able to speak English in front of the camera and confidently was almost impossible things for me. But I could do it, and definitely you can do this. And I am 37 years old already. I'm not starting from the young age. I'm already close to 40. You can do this, but you definitely need a strategy in order to memorize easily, in order to understand how to communicate, how to improve your listening, how to improve your pronunciation, how to actually communicate naturally. Those strategy is one of the most important things before start learning Japanese. So today, I would like to talk about the culture differences. So, when you are in the States, you actually say maybe have a nice day. You actually say in the end of the actually conversation, you say have a nice day. But that's actually definitely the American culture, maybe English culture. But in Japan, we don't do this. So what should you say? You actually met this person, maybe you had some small talk, nice. And you actually want to say something in the end of the conversation. What should I say? Okay, I just Google Translate, have a nice day. いい日を. Okay, the Google Translate said, have a nice day is いい日を. Okay, I'm gonna try to use it. You said, it was a nice conversation, yes. いい日を. The Japanese people said, nothing, why? Why Japanese people don't answer anything? Because we don't say these things and what is this? いい日を, have a nice day. いい日を, I've never heard it. But it's not something like you're insulting or you become super rude or you said something super wrong. I just didn't understand. What is いい日を? So our reaction as Japanese is okay. So, what is actually natural way? Because, that's the culture differences. It's not about the language. You just translate it and you actually can use. Because, for example, when I start learning English, I actually really didn't understand what is what's up. What is what's up? What is up? What do you want to say? That's actually, you really need to know how to use the phrases with the context and the vocabulary. It's not because you just don't remember vocabulary, you cannot communicate. You remember the vocabulary, you translate, Google Translate, that's amazing. You try to use it and what is what's up or what is have a nice day? We don't use it in Japan. So the question is, what should you say in the end of the conversation? So in Japan, we say mostly, また明日. If you know that you're gonna meet this person tomorrow, definitely. If you really know, then we say see you tomorrow. That's actually, you don't need to say have a nice day. We don't have this culture have a nice day. You just can say また明日. See you tomorrow. Or, you just randomly talk at the bar. Maybe you probably don't meet this person again. Then it's not see you tomorrow. いやまた会えたらいいですね. I hope we can meet again. If they really want to meet you again, here you can exchange the contact. Maybe exchange Instagram, exchange maybe Line, WhatsApp, Viber, whatever. You can actually exchange your social media and then become friend. But you don't say have a nice evening or have a nice day. We don't have this culture. You can just say また会えたらいいですね。I hope we can meet again. So, either you can say また明日 See you tomorrow. また会えたらいいですね。I hope we can meet again. So, how was it? It's language learning. If you really want to be efficient learner, not just you learn, but you use it in the wrong way, and finally the Japanese people's face is like, what is that? Again, Gaijin is talking to me something weird things I don't understand. If you don't wanna, like back and forth, you learn it, you use it, and didn't work, and again you actually learn with the textbook, and again I try to use it, it doesn't work. Why you need to spend a time like that way, and you're never gonna have some actually progress because you learn it in the wrong way. Of course, you can't use it. That's why when you start learning Japanese, make sure when you learn vocabulary or phrases, you certainly sure that is this actually phrases that you learn or vocabulary is very practical and you know how to use it in the timing, which question and which answer. And if in the situation, which is the end of the conversation, how can I use it? And always you need to think how native people communicate to each other. Do not translate from your English. Are you expat? Live in Japan? You started living in Japan, you're super excited to communicate with locals. You can enjoy traveling, meeting people. And now you start using this textbook and you feel like, wow, that's so many. Elementary school textbook, another elementary school textbook, and how many hours should you study? Let's think one more time. In order to communicate like a normal guy, you can do everything in the basic everyday life. Should you finish all those textbooks? Otherwise, you won't understand what they're talking. You cannot express yourself, anything. First of all, there are always two ways to learn languages. One is documentational language. The other one is conversational language. It's like, once upon a time, grandmother and grandfather are living somewhere. Or, hey, what's up? How's it going? Which is conversational. What is the most effective way to learn how to speak Japanese? Textbooks can't talk to you, so you cannot improve your listening skill and pronunciation, how to communicate. So why Japanese children can speak Japanese so quickly? Because they are learning conversational Japanese. The good news is, in Japan Language Factory, we have a specific learning structure to improve your conversational Japanese. So you can join the conversation, you can understand what they're talking, you can respond quickly, and express what you are thinking. If you want to be able to speak Japanese as soon as possible, join our free consultation to figure out what is the fastest way to start speaking Japanese.